Dangerlings as a special treat, Damien Rice. Damien Rice is here. He's going to sing the Pocket Meat jingle. Damien Rice, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Pocket meat, here in my pocket meat. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Wait, it's flat-footed. It's on the floor. It's got a -2 to its AC. Critical hit.
Yeah. Monkey crit.
I'm just loving this poison being out everywhere.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Yep, baby.
Well crit. Double damage.
Yep.
The target loses all sense of smell.
It's got COVID.
It's got COVID. You've slain the drakes. You think you can see Kibwe, and it just starts raining again.
The adventure continues now.
All right, team, we're rolling.
Rocking and rolling, or just rolling?
Cheese and pickle rolling, mate.
Cheese and pickle rolling?
Yeah.
I can't have pickle in a roll. I can have it on a crisp, but not in a roll.
I can't have tomatoes on a sandwich.
You can't have tomatoes?
No, I disagree with this. And by the way, the James Lockhart will be played by Doc Cotton today. Yes, a little bit ill today, but it's okay. We're remote, so everything's good.
Ill,
but
or
you
sexy?
I think you can have tomato in a sandwich, but it's got to be fresh.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Otherwise, it makes the bread like
soggy, tomatoey bread from like Tesco.
Yeah.
I mean, a BLT. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That works.
BLT.
Nice and fresh, just ready made. Hot, greasy lettuce.
Did you just say greasy lettuce?
Yes.
Okay.
What's wrong with
fry
greasy
your
lettuce? No, you fry the bacon. The bacon touches the lettuce and makes it greasy and delicious. Greasy lettuce. Yummy.
Well, I can promise you, nothing here is greasy. Everything here is fresh. Fresh like your boys, the Danger Club podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, no, I was going to say, because we did cut off Colin, and he was explaining about his BLT because of Drum's greasy lettuce.
So carry on. Tell us about
go
your
ahead
BLT.
and
We'll let
us
that, and then we'll let Scott.
Of course, tell us about the BLT, Colin.
Oh, all I was saying is if you like, I mean, we've gone past the point now, really, but now we've gone past the point of no return. So I don't know what to do. No. So
tell us about the fucking sandwich, man.
So when you've got like a nice fresh BLT, as you say, and you chop the fresh tomatoes and stick it in there, it's lovely and juicy, it's gorgeous. But when you go and buy like a sandwich from a shop or a supermarket or something like that, you know, a ready-made sandwich, and the tomato's been in there for about a week.
Yeah.
You know, a cheese and tomato, and the bread's all just, you know, it's all soaking wet from the tomato.
Yeah.
Greasy lettuce.
Not good.
Horrible.
Greasy lettuce.
Yeah.
Greasy lettuce.
Do you know there is
that's different.
There is a lettuce you can actually put on like a griddle pan for a little while. Actually, little gem. If you get a bit of little gem, right, and you put that on a griddle pan, it goes a bit brown. It's quite resilient, and you can stick some I don't know, some chicken in there, or some vegan chicken if you're vegan.
I like asparagus.
Have a nice instead of having like a tortilla wrap, you can have that. It's nice.
Asparagus on her.
I thought you were just going to leave it there.
I just like asparagus.
I like asparagus.
I like asparagus. Just letting you know.
I just wanted to contribute.
Asparagus.
I like
asparagus.
I noticed that you started talking
It's a bit
about
like-
sandwiches and stuff, and Drum started this whole thing off with like a roll, but the easiest way to start a war is could you just define a roll for us, Drum, there?
Define
here we go.
a roll.
Yeah, what's a roll? Because I'm pretty sure that most of the country is divided up into 5 different counts.
Oh, right, I see. I mean, like sort of round, hopefully a little bit crispy on top, soft in the middle.
Are you talking about a cob?
That's a roll.
Talking about a cob, obviously, because I'm from Derbyshire.
A cob?
I grew up in Derbyshire, so yeah, that's a cob.
A cob?
Yeah, a cob. And if you go
I've
further
never
north,
heard of a cob in my life.
that's a fact.
corn on the cob.
A corn.
I tell you what, we've just realised something, that Scott is a bun snob. It turns out he's just like, oh, that's a cob.
What's the difference?
That's a bacon.
So look,
dollop.
The difference is where you
some
live in the
peop-
country, that's all.
Yeah, some people call them a roll, some people call them a cob, some people call them a bap, some people call them
I've heard of baps.
whatever.
Everyone's
There's
heard of baps.
Knobs.
Lovely
Do you know
as
what?
well.
I
They
was,
call them knobs.
I was dating a girl in London for a while, but she was from Leicester, and she had the audacity to tell me that crumpets were called pikelets.
They are called like some other place.
No, that's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Pikelet is
Yeah,
like
that's right.
it's like a thin crumpet.
She
Totally
showed
different
me-
thing, not the same thing at all.
That's
She showed
right,
me
Dan.
the crumpet packets that they sold in certain stores in Leicester had the word pikelets on them, and there were crumpets. There were crumpets with a lie for a name. Freedom
is-
for
That's why they
crumpets.
called
That's absolute
Leicester. It's full of
madness.
lies. It's at the beginning of their name.
Well, talking about firm buns and terrible rolls, Fulton Battlestone nearly died last week.
Yes, I almost did, but luckily the rolls were. Oh no, they were against me. Actually,
Light and
that was the lie.
fluffy.
It was everyone else that had to save me.
The rolls were hard and overcooked.
sure it's
Rolls
about
were
the cobs there,
drenched
right?
in poison.
Yeah.
How close did you come, man? Because we we haven't dealt with poison very much, and poison's real nasty. Like the fact that it keeps going after the fight is over.
I think I had the lowest point I had 5 hit points left. I think another if no one had healed me or gave me a healing potion, I probably would have been down.
I tell you what,
Philippe was
something
dying too.
Yeah.
Dying too.
Dying
One
too.
away from dead.
We know
Yeah,
who
that
was
was
dying.
close.
You don't need
Oh
to
my
reinforce it. Fulton was dying too.
Who was dying? 3? No one.
No, asparagus.
Asparagus. Talking of good rolls or good cobs, if you want, Scott. I've got new dice. New birthday dice in this lovely packet with an eye on that looks like the eye of Sauron. It's a lovely leathery pouch, and they're metal dice. And as is probably the way, I suspect when I start cobbing them, that they will probably be way worse than my other dice. So we'll have to see what happens with that. What happens when you get new dice, I think. But I'm going to try them anyway. I don't care.
If they're metal dice, you want to grease them up.
Oh yeah,
greasy lettuce.
Oh, you know what? Lettuce on it, yeah.
Just get some greasy lettuce on there. Just oil them up.
Do you know what? Up north, I went into a shop and there was some dice in a bag, and on the packet it said pikelet.
It probably did. It probably did.
It all comes back to rolls. It's there we go. I think
They're crazy.
Big
out
up
there,
north.
aren't they? I will shout out. It's dying 4 that you die, not dying 3. So Philippe was a little
oh.
way. So if
right.
Philippe's like crying off a little bit, just tell him to monkey up and just get on with it, because he wasn't that.
Monkey up, mate.
Monkey up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my goodness! Right, let's pick up with the Danger Club. You had a nearly 3 episode battle with those jungle drakes to bring them down. After they ambushed you out on that bridge. Real rough times, and I think you've used a lot of resources. You're feeling pretty beaten up. Some of you are. I think some of you are. I think Velda and Bubba are probably okay. They sort of stayed as is sensible. I always get accused. They were like, "What are you accusing me of?" No, you sensibly stayed back and did ranged attacks, which is the right way to do it, because those things could have murdered either of you in about a round if they'd got close to you.
Oh yeah. One of the natural 20s on Fulton would have almost killed Velda outright.
Those crits.
One round.
Yeah.
I love that. Monster can attack 4 times in a round. It's absurd.
It's crazy.
Right. So let's pick up with the Danger Club. You are sitting, some of you are sitting on the rope bridge, some of you are sitting on the side of the bridge. Dead drakes all around you. Fulton just full of holes and just coughing up the last of the venom. Philippe kind of just staggering back to his feet after being healed by Shania. But you have cleared the drakes, and now there is just the sound of the rainfall. And gradually, kind of as you're sat there, the sound of other animals, the sound of birds and things starts to creep in as well, as the jungle seems to return to life as animals that have been frightened away by the presence of the drakes start to gradually come back. And you kind of just lie there in the growing puddles.
I think Caragor, in the rain, goes over, aware of the poison that's affected Fulton, goes to stand over one of the bodies of the drakes, and delivers a eulogy. Ever since we left Quantium, you've been waiting for us in the jungle more, pinning my scorpion girlfriend to the floor. I'm gonna take your fucking jawbone. And I'd like to take his jawbone off, please.
Okay, you take the jawbone off. It's easy because part of the jawbone is still embedded in Fulton, so you're able to
Oh, sorry. Just wiggle.
Thanks.
Your appendix is. Yeah, can you just let slip in? Oh,
yeah.
Greasy intestine, mate. Greasy intestine.
I had some grease. I had some greasy lettuce.
Also, can I attempt some kind of triage? Right. You know when you get bitten by an exotic venomous thing, and the first thing the hospital or whatever does is, have you got the thing that bit you? Because then we can make the antitoxin out of it. With that kind of knowledge, and me being a survivally boy, can I try and salvage at least a gland? I might not be able to make the antitoxin without proper tools, but is there a gland I can get to start the process?
give me a survival check to try and harvest poison from the...
Is he still poisoned?
No,
this is for future reference. If we get attacked
Right,
by
okay,
something
gotcha.
similar or that again, like
I thought we dealt with it. Sorry,
19.
a 19. You're not able to harvest anything from the drake. You don't poison yourself on any of on its fangs as you're doing it, but no, you don't manage to get anything from it, I'm afraid.
Well, I delivered it a fitting eulogy. Now let's continue on antitoxinless.
Aye. I'm going to be the last to go across the bridge.
Okay.
Are you still really badly hurt, mate?
Well, I'm on. If you would quantify and
I didn't.
okay.
Are you
I'm
still badly
alright.
hurt?
Okay.
I've got what? Oh, that was horrible
No,
to watch
save
and
it.
listen to.
Well, it depends. It depends how far away we are from Kibwe.
Well, probably not. It's probably not, and Caragor points in the nearest tree there. So Caragor goes in his pack and brings out his last moderate healing potion. Says, "Do you want this?"
No, wait. Later. Well, I'll take it and then I'll chug it later if I.
Did you bring your own?
To. No,
Caragor
I
puts
forgot.
his hands on his hips and does Camp Dad again. Did you? Now, what do we learn from this? Got to bring your healing potions when you go into somewhere new that you've never been before. It could be quite dangerous. All right.
Is this before wash your thumbs off after you pluck someone's eyeballs out? Is this before that rule?
That's not even on the camp list, Fulton. That's your own rule.
Aye.
But yes, the answer is yes. Wash your any appendages that you've plunged into the eye sockets of an enemy. That's just a general. Just write that down. Oh, you can't write. I'll write it down for you. I'll give it to you later.
Wash your thumbs, mate. Oh dear.
I'm crossing that off, Ross, if you're taking that from me.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
All right.
Dan, what time of day is it?
It is the middle of the day because you started climbing down from the mountain at the sort of first light, and it's taken you most of the day to get down to here. It started raining kind of once it got to kind of late morning, and it's kind of been steadily raining through the day since then. It wasn't so much first thing in the morning. You're sitting and sweating, and now you're sort of starting. Some of you are starting to notice insect bites as well. Like there are a lot of bugs down here in the jungle. No spiders currently, Fulton. You'll be pleased to know.
Oh, thank God.
Plenty of other creepy crawlies, which I'm sure Shania is fine with. But depending on...
Shania loves the creepy crawling. Yeah.
Loves the creeping and the crawling. What's the plan? Are we heading on? Are we pressing on? Are we stopping to rest? Or
Is there anything... what's the function, like a short rest?
So you could rest for 10 minutes and refocus, which will allow you to, which will allow any of you who have used focus spells, which Shania definitely has used. I think she's probably used all her focus points.
Yes, absolutely.
And it will allow you to refocus and get those back. 10 minutes is also how long it takes to treat wounds, so it would allow Shania to do some treat wounds on people. So every 10 minutes you spend, Shania can make a treat wounds check on one of you to try and heal you.
I was going to suggest doing some treat wound stuff as well anyway, so maybe we should chill for a little bit. Who's in need of more healing?
Bubba's okay.
Yeah, Velda's
I
all
took
right.
a few scratches, but it's nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, but would you not like me to have a look at your wounds?
Well, much as Babe,
Please
it's a
go.
bit-
Lie down. Let me lay hands upon you.
Babe, it's a bit awkward right now. Everyone's watching, and it's a
Yeah,
bit
no, I
steamy.
know. But this is what I do, okay?
I know it's what you
so
do.
Just no. Shut up and take the wound. Okay. Lie down, motherfucker.
All right.
Okay. So she treats some wounds on Karagor, and then also on Philippe because he was real bad, so he needs a bit more healing. And presumably, Fulton, would you also like? This is going to be half an hour though. For you guys up for that?
Yeah, we can chill for half.
Okay, so Fulton, would you also like me to have a look at your wounds?
Aye.
Okay, here I come. She puts her fingers in all his wounds. Does this hurt? Does this hurt? Does this hurt? Does this hurt? Does this hurt?
Yes.
Does this all hurt? Okay, great. So
yes.
you're in pain. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she fixes him up.
Excellent diagnosis. All right, go ahead, mate. Let's try it one after the
Right.
other. So, starting with
Okay.
Fulton, give us a medicine check.
A medicine check is what I need to do. So I'll roll my metal dice. Cobham. There we go. That was well, I've just cobbed a 26 on that one.
26,
so-
that is a success. You heal 2d8 plus 10 hit points to Fulton.
Okay, right.
Bakers listening across the world are just shaking. I don't think he understands Cobb.
Pretty sure I know someone who lives in Cobham.
Right.
In Surrey.
It's going to Cobb one off. There we go.
Okay, so it's five on the die.
It's
and
5 on the
plus
die.
15 hit points back to
15 hit points back to Fulton.
Okay.
And then same for
Same for... Who are we going for next?
Philippe.
Philippe, okay.
Oh, crikey.
Uh-oh.
That was 18.
An 18.
Medicine.
An 18 is a fail. It's not a critical
Oh, no.
fail. You failed to restore any hit points to Philippe. His injuries are going to require more rest and more time.
Although, I think I do have an extra point because I've got healer's tools.
Healer's tools, that would take it to a 19, still a fail.
Yeah.
DC 20.
Still a fail. All right, okay. Oh, so close. All right, okay. Sorry, Philippe. It's just your makeup is so different from all the... I'm not good with monkeys.
What's
Sorry.
your total bonus out of interest for medicine?
Medicine's plus 14.
Plus 14. Okay, that's fine. It's impossible to crit fail it unless you roll a 1 in that case, so it's very hard for you to do damage to them.
Thank goodness for that. All right, so last one, Karagor with Steamy Healing.
Steamy heals.
Oh, yeah, it is Steamy Healing because that is 32.
32 critical success, 4d8 plus 10 hit points back.
Okay.
That's
All
a
right.
mega heal.
Steamy.
And trust me, Philippe has noted that.
Yeah.
All right,
Amazing.
so that is... Unfortunately, I didn't roll very well. So, about 16 is... Well, no, it is 16 on the die. And then...
Plus another 10.
yeah.
26 hit points back. There you go. And that only takes you half an hour. Remember, the other thing you can do with battle medicine, you could do it in 1 round rather than 10 minutes. But if you do it in 1 round, a person then can't benefit from that treat wounds again for the rest of the day. So you have to kind of decide when you're in a rush. But there's nothing stopping you when you've got a bit of time just sitting and just healing everyone up. You know, your heals do really big healing now. And the rest of you kind of sit and you refocus, you play some music, you think about you meditate on your spells. Those of you who need to get focus points back can get your focus points back. And you stand up feeling a lot better.
I get steamy healing. I look at Philippe. Steamy healing. I'm feeling right better now. Completely better. Almost better than I was. How you doing, Philippe? You alright?
Philippe just scowls at you and just kind of cracks his shoulder back into its socket. by himself. And
He's
just
been
kind of
used to having to look after himself for quite a while. Like, that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to add anything.
Very nice. All right, you're feeling a lot better. Do you want to start pressing on, Danger Club?
Aye.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's time to press up.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now then,
I-
could we go carefully? I would say it'd be nice if someone could do a little scouty ahead as a bird, but, and Caragor looks at Shania before she can do that again, but I'm worried that you might get eaten by a predator if you do that, and also you won't be able to fly underneath the jungle canopy, which means your visibility will be vastly reduced. So I don't want to send anybody ahead on foot, because that's also stupid. Maybe I'll just walk a few paces ahead and try and be extra perceptive.
I'll go ahead if you want.
But maybe we should try to be some stealthiness, We should just be careful as we move, How use the jungle and the shadows. You know how to do this.
Yeah, no, I do.
Okay,
Caragor looks at Shania and goes, absolutely yes. Caragor looks at Fulton and goes, categorically no.
Okay, so stealth cops? Okay. Stealth cops.
You're doing it as well?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do stealthy as well. You can do the run ahead stealthy, but I'm going to be stealthy, and I'm going to help everyone else to be stealthy as well with my stealth.
Nice. See that?
You've heard of that?
Teamwork.
Yeah, exactly that. That's it. Yeah, okay.
Cob.
So you're gonna make me stealthy.
Yeah, I've got a thing so that we can all. I can use my shadowy vibes to make you all a bit more stealthy and camouflage.
I can make us invisible for 10 minutes.
We don't need to be invisible. It's just a bit sort of camouflage, It's sort of.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just, just throwing it out there.
Just follow my lead. Okay,
If you ever need to be invisible, I'm your Tengu.
Okay, yeah. If we
I nearly
get to
said
that
bird.
point,
Crikey, what's going on there?
Thank you, Bubba. That was very informative of you. It's less the stealth. It's more the being able to perceive stuff, because there's things alive all around the place, and we need to know what's. Also, not being stealthy might help us, because some poisonous things and that might bugger off when they hear people coming, which is handy for us. So it's more about perceiving things. Anybody have anything to perceive?
Okay. So you're saying that my stealth idea is a bad idea now? This is what you're saying?
I've got an
No,
idea.
let's definitely go stealthy.
In front of everyone.
I've got an idea, and Fulton goes over to one of the dead drakes and shoves his hand up its arse, and then
Why it's anus? Why?
and then pulls out some
No, I'm not standing for this, Dan. I had to make a medicine check to get something. All right.
Oh my god!
He's literally just putting his hand up its bottom.
my God.
I don't think you
Poisonous
really need a roll for
gland-filled
that.
bottom.
and then
Why would it have a poison bottom?
smears stuff all over his
He
face.
smeared the poison glands on his skin. Medicine check. Medicine check.
Why would its poison
Well, if
glands
it's not
be
that
in
its shit
bottom,
probably
Scott?
isn't very good for you.
Weirdly, in a bit of a callback, you now smell faintly of vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I do that.
You cover yourself in drake dung. I'm not going to make you roll to harvest poop from a drake, because that is slightly easier to find than retrieving its poison glands intact. Fulton is now covered in poop.
Look over there, past them trees. I thought I saw something. It's gone now. Sorry. Hey, look. I can walk amongst the jungle things now.
Fulton, you got a spider on your shoulder.
Ah!
Never mind.
He runs
It's
away.
gone now.
Fulton runs off across the bridge.
Yeah, I run to the other side of into the jungle further on.
So now there's no stealth.
So Fulton runs across the bridge and off down the road.
Fulton, don't do it! Oh my goodness!
Okay,
Has he gone the direction that we're meant to be going, or the direction that we just came from?
No, he's gone the way. He's gone across the bridge, the way you were heading.
All right.
So
well,
that's-
that's something, isn't it? It gets us started. That'll do, I suppose.
He's going the right way.
At
Okay,
least he'll draw out any potential predators,
Absolutely.
and then we
yeah.
can
And then
deal with them.
Probably
yeah.
we
won't
will just
consider him prey because he's covered in shit. So there is that.
True, very true. Yeah.
True.
Okay.
He might run into a spider's web. You know, they're all over the place, really.
I don't even think a spider would be interested in a dung-covered Fulton, to be honest. So he's probably all right.
Depends on the size of the spider, I think, you know. Oh, no.
How desperate it is.
Yeah.
Pretty desperate.
Okay.
Armored turd.
All right.
Well, let's just
Start
follow
looking
the
at the
smell, and we go. Okay, yeah.
Off we go.
And the shit footprints, of course.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you run. You all set off. This is like a horrible version of Lord of the Rings, where we're chasing after the Uruk-hai. It's kind of a wide panning shot of all of you just kind of jogging along with just this horrible little mud creature off in the distance running.
I thought you were going to say Wizard of Oz, like follow the shit brick road, follow the shitty brick road.
Oh,
This is another shit episode, isn't it? Like,
oh my goodness. Okay, so you lose track of Fulton, but you kind of you ran ahead for a bit, and after a little while, you keep kind of walking through the jungle. You see a human running towards you. They are dressed in simple clothing, and they're holding like a sort of tilling tool, look like a farmer. It's male. He is male as he comes running towards you, sort of hands in the air. He appears to be terrified and screaming as he's running towards you as he sees you. He says, "Oh, thank God! An earth elemental has attacked my farm. Please, I need your help."
Is an earth elemental... Hail, friend. Can I just ask before we get into it? Is the earth elemental quite surprisingly short, making screaming noises?
Yes, it is. It is tiny and it stinks. It burst into my farm and now it's running around the orchards.
Say no more.
Yeah, it's all right.
We are specialised in this exact type of earth elemental, and we shall free your farm of this exact earth elemental. Direct us that way, friend.
Oh, thank you, heroes.
we're going to need a couple of buckets of water, yeah? We're just going to need some water.
Yes.
And if you've got any soap, that might,
and maybe some pegs.
Yeah.
That'd be
You
good.
got a cob?
Yes. That's a very personal question, Caragor.
No, it's not. Carol got completely confused, thinking about the other thing. All right, but never mind. Anyway, come on, lead the way. Shania, can't you make water? I mean, not like that.
Yeah. It's things that I can do, yeah.
All right, just a couple of buckets then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fulton, a few minutes earlier, you burst out of the jungle to what looks like now more cultivated farmland and an orchard, which you stepped inside. Before you could see anything, a man who was in the orchard harvesting some of the fruits, harvesting some bananas from it, saw you kind of run in, dropped what he was holding, and just ran screaming off down the road, leaving you behind in the orchard. And that is where the rest of you find him a couple of minutes later when you return and you see Fulton just running round and round this grove of fruit trees.
Truly a ferocious earth elemental that needs to be tamed by the forces of law and order. I've always wanted to try this out, actually. Caragor gets out a net. I need some training on this. Caragor winds up his throwing arm. Can I toss a net at Fulton, please?
Oh my goodness! All right, Rach, for the second time since arriving in the jungle, make a ranged attack against Fulton to put him in a net.
It's in my hair! It's in my hair! It's in my hair!
14.
A 14.
No, 15.
A 15. Fulton runs straight through your net, shrugging it off. He's got a net on him, but he's now not tangling him up. He's just kind of in the net.
Well,
It's a web!
as the Danger Club rules go, we've tried the non-violent approach. Now we have to kill it.
The farmer says, "If you have to burn down my orchard, I understand."
Hopefully it won't come to that, but if it does, then we'll let you know. Shania tries to trip Fulton.
Okay.
With her scythe.
Yeah, scythe, yes.
Do you like your feet, Fulton?
What?
Athletics check.
No, I mean, not with the metal bit. You sicko! Sicko! My God. With the wooden bit, obviously.
All right.
Goodness
You just didn't specify that, didn't I?
No, I didn't. You're right. Okay, so loop-de-doop-de-doo, and a thing, and a whatnot, and a yeah. So, sorry. So that's an 18.
18 against. I think it's against your reflex DC, Fulton. Mm-hmm. See, these are the kind of dumb things. So it's just your reflex plus 10. Your reflex score plus 10.
Okay, then it's 21.
21. Fulton leaps over. You're thinking, I shouldn't make you roll for things as dumb as this, but like every monster hits Fulton. That's just the luck of it. And so whenever it comes to these moments, I feel like we need to like respect his stats just to give him his.
Is there an animal nearby?
Is there an animal nearby? Give me a perception check to spot a nearby animal.
That's a lot. 30.
30. A small monkey, like a sort of capuchin, like a tiny little one, is in one of the trees trying to make the most of the chaos to try and make off with a banana.
I run over to it. Help me, monkey, help me! And I try and handle animal to get it to help me.
Good gracious, give me a nature check.
This is that's 20.
20. The next time Fulton comes back around from the fruit grove, there is a monkey riding on his head, tugging at the net and screaming to high heaven.
I didn't think this would happen. This is immediately worse.
Also now covered in shit. I look at Philippe and go, "Oh, looks like someone knows how to treat the monkey." And then just says to Bubba and Velda, unless you two have got anything, I'm just going to try rugby tackle him to the ground.
Well, I mean, I've got a few things, but they're imminently lethal. So yes, by all means, knock yourself out.
I can't. I could try saying, right, okay. I cast a mage hand, or mage hand, depending on how you want to
Madge's
say it.
hand.
And,
Eats his callback.
Hello.
Oh, Madge.
Hello. And just grab him by the ankle. I mean, I don't think it's going to work because it can only get like.
I think Mage Hand can lift about a pound.
Yeah, it's 10 pounds. I think it is. Yeah, it's quite small. Yeah. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll cast Mage.
Give it a go.
Cast Mage Hand and slap him around the face.
Okay. An unseen force slaps you in the face with 5 pounds of pressure, Fulton, as you're running. The monkey panics and just starts jumping all over you. At the sudden movement.
Can Philippe go and try and save the monkey?
Nice.
Very nice.
Right.
Okay. Philippe swings through the trees. I can't believe that this is the episode, guys. This is the episode. This is battling Dirty Fulton. You have no idea how many tabs and windows I have open at the moment for the actual adventure, and this is where we are.
And they're all slippery 1, shit covered 2.
Busy Googling what happens if your dwarf in the party covers himself in shit.
Okay, so
there's somewhere on Reddit. There's a thread about that
on Reddit. Yeah.
So let's see. Philippe got an 18 to try and grab the monkey.
An 18. Just, I mean, humour me, Drum. What skill is Philippe using to try and retrieve a monkey from a?
Is using his claws.
He's making an attack.
No, he's not making an attack.
I'll save the monkey by killing Fulton.
I will give you that is, even if that were an athletics check, that would beat the tiny monkey's athletic reflex DC.
Okay.
So the Philippe swings past on a vine as Fulton runs by and just sweeps the monkey from its head. The monkey just looks at him adoringly and then clings onto his fur. Philippe just kind of looks horrified at it and starts trying to bat it away from him because it stinks. But it holds on and keeps giving him a cuddle. He comes back looking even more annoyed with a tiny monkey clinging onto him.
And we will stand this new relationship forever. This is the new friendship that we will now love and adore. We worship these two. We fanship these two. This is the party from now on. Good. We will name the monkey. But before we do that, I would like to hunt prey on Fulton and rugby tackle him to the ground, please.
Athletics check with your bonus.
Do I get some kind of monster check on what a shitty covered battlestone does or is? Or
I mean, give me a society check and we'll see if we see how much.
It's not good. It's a 9.
Predictably, You're not sure you even know Fulton anymore. You don't get a bonus. You don't get the mechanical bonus for it. Go ahead, give me your athletics check.
Watching him just covered in shit, slow-mo running through the jungle, I just go, the horror. The horror. But I am the Horuk. That is a 31.
That is definitely going to be enough.
Caragor just intercepts you coming round a tree as you're running, just hits you and takes both of you down to the ground.
You're fine, everything's fine. It's not around anymore, you're good. Are you here? Fulton, how many fingers?
I don't know, you keep waving them around, I can't tell.
Also, due to side...
I'm short-sighted.
Also, due to Side Monster's later start, I'm not sure about how many fingers half-orcs have anymore, so I don't know either. Schrodinger's fingers.
I love that there's a visual gag there for an audio podcast.
Yeah.
See it.
Whilst Caragor's speaking, Velda just walks up to Fulton and just dumps a bucket of water over him.
Oh, you were seconds ahead of me there, man. Shania is following, obviously.
Yeah.
Barbara does the same. Yeah, so 3 buckets of water go with him.
There you are.
Thanks. You've ruined my poo disguise, though.
Was it a disguise?
It was kind of the idea, like, to be honest.
Thanks, anyway. At least that spider's gone.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What?
No, actually, do you know what? No. That's
Spiders are gone.
spider.
There's no spiders.
No spiders left in the entire world, because Carragher's gonna kill them all.
Yes.
A spear lands in the ground about 10 feet away from you, and you just hear a shout from the other side. You hear the farmer's voice from the other side being like, "Did I get it? Did I help?"
Don't throw those bloody spears at me.
Nice.
I can't believe I didn't say
Yes.
Yes, you helped, friend. Thank you. We've managed to revert the Earth Elemental back to its non-violent form. Turns out it was a really fucking stupid dwarf all along.
What are you on about, Carragher?
Just go with it.
I have now been changed from once
Stop going with it.
Okay,
Stop
sorry.
Too much going with it. Too much.
The farmer comes through the trees, just wiping his brow and says, "Oh, thank the gods! I thank everyone that I met you out on the road. There's not normally travellers out there at this time of day. Oh, thank you for saving my farm."
Oh, that's quite all right. Do you think maybe we might be able to have a rest in your farmhouse for a moment? It has been a long day traveling, and we have had many battles.
I mean, it might be nice to stay the night, to be honest. We get some food,
Well, I mean,
perhaps.
that's a bit imposing.
Wait, we do the Danger Club thing and ask, what's your name and where'd you come from?
No.
Sorry, Fulton, you're right. What's your name? Where'd you come from?
I mean, he comes from this farm. Like, we're literally stood in his farm.
All right, Velda.
I don't know. What's the point of asking a question? What?
He might not be from this farm. He might be from over that farm.
He may be working
We don't
on
know.
this farm.
What's he doing on this farm then?
Never assume, all right?
I think
that makes something out of something and something.
At this moment, actually, to be fair.
Well, I can tell you that you are correct. I am indeed from this farm. This is where I live. This is my home. This is where I've always lived.
Called it.
Oh, I'm Velda. I got something right.
Look at me,
Yeah.
I'm Velda.
I didn't get it wrong. I got it right. I said that he was from this farm.
Velda. I got something right.
Oh, I'm Velda. I'm always late. I read,
I've got
sit
a
over there.
fox and everything.
In the orchard.
I read
with
books.
my fox.
Look at me.
Sorry, mate. What were you saying?
As for my name, I have to thank Dangerling Candice. My name is Ollie Tabuja.
Ollie Tabuja.
Ollie
Very nice to meet you,
Tabuja.
Ola Tabuja.
A fine name,
Yeah.
Mr. Tabuja.
A wonderful
Is it Tabuja?
name.
Is that the first name? or
Please,
is Ollie the
Mr.
first name?
Tabuja is my father. Call me Ollie.
Ollie.
Tabuja,
Okay.
Jamaica. Oh, I wanna take ya. Olio, Odio. Ba la 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 la.
Is there anything you don't sing about, Baba?
Oh, Velda.
I mean, he's
oh,
a
Velda.
bard.
Oh, I can smell ya. Oh, Velda. No.
Okay, well, Ollie, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. May we come inside for a moment, yeah?
Yes, of course.
Do you mind if I bring my monkeys?
It's his farm. What are you inviting him inside?
Well, no, I said, do you mind if we go... For fuck's sake, Felder! Jesus Christ!
It's like the worst mercenaries in the world. We set a monster on their farm, then free their... I mean, it's capitalist brilliance.
It's our farm now, apparently. Let's just come on in. You can come in for a bit, but then you need to go, Mr. Tabuja.
Listen, we're going into the farm, but if he offers us permanent in any kind, we turn it down, all right?
Well, yes, exactly.
Yeah, this is
we haven't done anything.
The payment is a comfortable bed for the night. Yeah, okay, good. So,
nice one, Ollie.
He's a farmer who probably lives on his own. I mean, he's not going to have spare coat. You're going to sleep in his bed now?
Do you have
Ollie, do you live on your own?
I do, yes. I live in Kibwe. I don't live here. I don't live here on the farm. I have a small shed here where I keep my tools, which we can go to if we want to rest. There's some shade there at least.
wait, hold on. Are you saying there is not a farmhouse?
Well, no. I mean, Kibwe is only about half an hour's walk down the road.
Oh, we might as well just keep going.
Oh, okay.
This is like an allotment or something.
It's an allotment. Do you know what, Fulton? I was going to say exactly the same thing.
It's a thing you see.
It's an allotment.
I don't want to split hairs or anything, Ollie. It's just that you call it a farm, and there's no farmhouse, so I don't think it's a farm, okay?
Yeah, Ollie, man.
No, it's fine.
Don't die on this hill. This is not the war.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Ollie, how far away is Kibwe from here?
He just said half hour.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Shit in your ears. It's just said.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we walk. Are you going this way, Mr. Ollie, or
I will go with you. Yes, I think that I think I've had quite enough excitement for today.
Good. Great. Okay.
What kind of things do you mount to travel in the jungle? Like llamas or alpacas or just horses? Which one?
Neither of them are native to the jungle.
No, you've picked two mountain-dwelling creatures, and this is a jungle.
Oh,
we're in a jungle. In a jungle. In a jungle.
Yes.
Most of us just walk. A lot of the roads are not good enough to travel on. We get some camels come by on wagon trains that have come in from Nex sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Did you see any camels in the last few days or whatever?
Yes, there have been a few caravans that have come in the last few days.
Was there this geezer? He's like, oh, hello, I'm pretty cool, like.
His name,
excellent description.
Wonderfully narrows it down.
His name is Borash.
Can I roll a performance check to see if that was good enough? Oh shit! It was 15. It's not bad.
15. Okay, it's it's
good
like
as it
a regular
was.
person's impression of Michael Caine. It's that kind of level of
yeah.
He's like, I don't talk to every caravan that comes past. I'm actually quite busy. This is an exception today because of the horrible earth elemental possessed dwarf that tried to destroy my farm and that you saved me from. Yes. Are you sure I can't give you something as a reward?
No.
What have you got?
What have you got? No.
Do you have a spare allotment that you could and we could have maybe?
We do not have time to look after an allotment, okay? The allotment, if he gives it to us, it will die, okay? Everything will die, and we will be gone, okay? So let's not take things that we're going to do, okay?
Let's hear Ollie out. Ollie, what you saying? What's going on? Like, tell me what you got.
Well, I tell you what. Well, I do have a suggestion. I saw you've got that lovely orchard that the dwarf elemental was running around. Could we just have a little bit of fruit? I'm really parched walking through the jungle, and a nice bit of fruit. What do you grow?
Of course, I grow bananas. It's more of a grove than an orchard, but yes.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had a banana, so all right.
Oh, they grow very well here. He said he gladly retrieves his crop. He's got like a hand cart full of stuff that he's been harvesting today, and he gladly hands a few of them out to you.
Ooh.
And it is nice after bearing in mind that you have been travelling through the desert, eating nothing but kind of Shania's created food and trail rations, and then the Gorons, and then trail rations again. This is probably the first fresh fruit that you've had in a while, so it is fresh and clean and very nice.
Just be careful, everyone. Please don't overdose on the bananas, okay? The potassium can make you pass out. I mean, it make you look big and strong, but no. Okay, so just
Bubba's
go
already
easy.
on like his 7th banana.
Go easy, okay?
That's a really interesting fact there, Shania. Who told you that?
Oh, just one of the things that I know.
Just one of the things that you personally know.
Yeah.
See, it's the well-known
just a
condition
thing
of
that I
Andreism.
learned. Because there's some guy, a
To be
bard.
fair, I have overused this fact. It is about time people start taking it off me.
It's true. And also, Shania is a mysterious girl. So you don't
We're going to do that as a bit, definitely.
That's amazing.
Bubba, you start to hallucinate a weird flesh golem that is just abs on abs, just hovering in front of you with sort of curtains hanging down. And it's like, yeah, keep eating them, eat more.
So you're
just
Peter
one
Andre
kiss
impression.
alone and made my heart go boom.
That was a normal person's Peter Andre.
Peter Andre.
Keep eating them.
Andre.
Fulton just eats the banana with the skin on, just bust bites it.
Oh, he's going to regret that later in about 6 hours. Caragor, whilst these lot are just gorging themselves disgustingly on bananas, gives 5 silver pieces to the farmer and goes, "Thank you, friend."
Oh, please, no, I can't take money from you. You've helped me.
Fulton sees Caragor give him the money, and Fulton goes, "Thank you, friend," and gives him 1 gold piece.
Oh,
Look, we're just having a few pieces of fruit.
Bubba tries to give a gold piece to Eater Andre.
the monkey.
Tonight is your lucky night.
The monkey hanging on to Philippe kind of takes the gold piece that you're offering, staring into the middle distance, looking confused, and then just holds on to it. Philippe is still just sort of jiggling, trying to shake it off, and it doesn't seem to be coming loose. So Ollie walks with you a little way away from his farm / allotment, up the road towards the city. The road slopes upwards after a little while, and you see that you're sort of heading up onto a hill. And at the top of the hill, after about half an hour of walking, you come out of the trees, past a lot of farmland, and you see huge granite walls rising up on the top of this hill. They go up to about 50 feet in the air, and they kind of, as they go up, they curve inwards towards the city. Not the same as Kermaga. It's not like just all wall, but they kind of curve outwards, which you can see now because of the rain. The rain is running off them as a result. It seems like fairly well done. And there are lots and lots of strange runes and things carved into the sides of them, all over the side of this. The city is, it looks like it's sort of shaped like a human heart. It's that kind of like that kind of shape, bulges at one side, small at the other. And it's up on this hill. There is a gate ahead of you, which appears to be open. There are some guards at it, and all the area around it is populated. It's mostly farmland on the sort of hill slopes around it. A lot of it has been sort of shelved off, and you can see there seems to be a lot of rice being grown around here. The trees have been felled around most of the city to make way for a bit of this farmland, and you start to see a few more people around as you come up close to it.
Velda, just as a professional sort of thing, can I do a mysticism check to try and work out what the runes would be for?
It would be a pretty Arcana, I would say.
Oh, Arcana, sorry, yes, Arcana. That is a good roll. That is 30.
A 30. Even with a roll that well, you do not know what those runes mean.
You probably have scored higher
hang
on a
on.
mysticism
Actually, that's
check.
not...
I want to know what your mysticism score would have been.
Hang on. That might not be my mysticism. I was looking at the... Oh, it's not. That would have been a 32.
A 32? Exactly the same. You don't know.
Oh, my Arcana is plus 14. I have an Arcana.
Yeah.
Your Arcana meets the plot wall.
Yes, the inscrutable wall of no. No, you can't learn about this.
No, having a high score does not mean you know everything.
It was more to just develop the sort of general. I mean, I assume Velda assumes that for sort of protection or something, but
yeah, this isn't
know.
like you scratching your head like me no. Like you know how much you know. You know runes. You know stuff like this. So if these are unfamiliar to you, then they are old. And also bear in mind, Velda's grown up in Varizia. And this is a long way from Verzia, so you guys don't even really speak the language around here. So it's not uncommon to not know exactly what they are. You can tell they don't appear to be spells. You know that much.
Mr. Ollie, man, what are those big things on the side of the wall?
The
Those
wells?
carvings.
Oh, the carvings.
Fulton, did you, a dwarf, just ask what runes are?
Aye.
What did you do growing up? Didn't you? What, you've never seen a rune before? I don't know what they do. You smith?
Smith, but I didn't do it that much. I was into fighting more than smithing. You got a problem? You want to fight?
Are you hepped up on bananas now?
I've got lots of energy now.
Yeah, and potassium.
Yeah.
So much potassium.
Velda, has that ruined your perception of Fulton as a child?
It has, yes. Yes. I'm curious to the answer, though. Well, the thing is, I've been pondering that myself, but obviously, rather than Fulton, I know they're runes. But I do not know what they're unfamiliar to me.
Ollie says, well, they're very old. Kibwe itself is older than any human settlement here. It was found there, and nobody knows who built the walls or who built the runes. It is thought that it may be from the ancient serpent folk empires, from the age of serpents, long, long ago. But whatever it is, nobody knows what any of them mean now.
So how old are they, would you say?
Oh, thousands of years old.
I'm 13.
Yeah, so a lot of bubbers.
He kind of, as when you're teaching a workshop in a school or anything, and kids statement you. You know that thing where you ask a question, and kids just like, my dad's an architect, and you're like, good, that's beautiful. And he just kind of like, good, yep.
I was just like walking beside him, smiling.
Fascinating. Well, thank you for that, Ollie.
What's the time at the moment?
So it's now it's getting on in the afternoon. The rain is actually starting to ease off as it's getting towards the afternoon. Ollie explains to you as he leads you up towards the city. He says, "It's the rainy season at the moment. You get particularly bad rains during the middle of the day. Most people only travel first thing in the morning and later in the evening when it's a little bit cooler and the rain doesn't come down quite so much. You'll find the city starting to pick up a little bit now that you're getting into that part of the day is coming up."
Excellent.
Do you have any recommendations for an inn or somewhere where we may rest our heads?
Yes, if you keep going, as soon as you enter the city, past the Backyard block, you will see the Road's Gentle End. That is the Road's Gentle End is it's a whole complex of buildings, but it's a tavern as well, and an inn. They have some of the best rooms in this part of the expanse. You should be able to have a good rest there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ollie. I do hope it's that we meet with you again. You have been most kind.
Yes, I just have one more question, Ollie. Who rules Kibwe?
Kibwe is ruled by a representative council. There is no one ruler. There are many different districts in Kibwe, representing many different peoples. They all elect representatives to the council, and the council make decisions on behalf of the city.
Oh, I see. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Is it a nice place?
Oh, Kibwe is a wonderful place. Kibwe is the largest trading hub in this side of the jungle. We have goods flow in from across the mountains, from Nex and the lands beyond there, and goods coming in from other parts of Mwangi. It is increasingly a very full city, and there are tensions because there have been some wars further off in the jungles, in the Mwangi, Usaru particularly. There are a lot of refugees that have come from there, and they have all come to Mwangi, to Kibwe. So the population has expanded somewhat in the last few years. That causes tension, but on the whole, it is still an excellent place to live.
Right, so it being full then, it'd be a trading hub. If there was a caravan led by a particularly boisterous gnoll, it might have come through here and perhaps might still be here.
Yes, I can't imagine that no heavily laden caravan would be going much further than Kibwe. The roads aren't good enough to carry anything like that. It's possible it could have transferred to a riverboat and carried on that way, but I don't know.
All right. Bubba,
Yeah.
you into fitness?
I mean, sometimes.
I am into fitness. Fitness whole banana in my mouth. Woo! Jungle Optimism nailed it. Can Caragor deep throat a banana?
Caragor deep throats a banana.
Jeez.
It just takes a while.
It's an uncomfortably long time. You see the bit of it poking up out of his mouth, and then he like a gannet, like
Yeah.
So this
worth it for the bit.
This occurs just as you're reaching the gates of the city, and some guards step forward. They're dressed in colourful robes, and they have they're holding spears. And as they approach, Ollie steps forward and says, "These are great heroes. They saved my farm from a rampaging elemental." And they all look round at Caragor, who is deep throating a banana. And
Bubba sort of cheering him on beside.
Yeah, Caragor.
Deep throat bananas, deep throat bananas, deep throat bananas. Yeah. Deep throat bananas, deep throat bananas.
Shania's got her head in her hands. Oh.
yeah. They just look. They just look on, surprised. Jam is just like, I'm not with them.
I forgot you were here.
I forgot he was with us. Yeah.
You're right.
Yes, I'm a rogue now. I've been rolling really good stealth checks for the last couple of games.
Nice one.
Yeah. Not enough to lose, you losers. Climbs back on Shania's shoulder. Well, that's my bit for the episode. Picks up a magazine and starts leafing through it. The guards kind of look at you, and one of the female guards steps forward and says, "What is that smell?"
It's me.
We washed him. I watched him get washed.
Elemental juice.
I was stealthing in the jungle, and I ripped a jungle drake's anus juice from it and wiped it on my face.
On your what?
On your what?
Face.
Yeah.
Are you all right there, Fulton?
No.
Is the floors vibrating? Can you see colours?
The guard looks at you and says, Are you unwell?
No.
Yes.
Well,
I mean,
yes,
we all
thoroughly
need
unwell.
a bit of a rest, I think. It's been a long few days.
She approaches Fulton, looking at him slightly suspicious, says, Open your mouth, let me see.
Fulton does it.
She kind of peers into your mouth a minute. The other guard sort of taps her and says something in Mwangi, and she replies to him. And there seems to be a little moment of tension between them. And then she says, Fine. It seems you are healthy. Please, you're welcome to enter the city.
You got problems with a sickness or a plague around these parts?
There have been... Kibwe is a crowded city. There have been reports of people getting ill. We have been told to be on the lookout for it. The other guard sort of rolls his eyes as we have not been told to be on the lookout for it. It has been mentioned. That is nothing to worry about. Kibwe is open for business.
What are some of the symptoms of this plague/disease thing?
We do not know at the moment. There are reports of people. People have been reporting getting sick. I can't remember. Somebody on the. There was somebody talking about it. I think the representative council was looking into it.
I mean, cities are known for illness and things. It's inevitable, really, this many people crowded together. poor sanitation, things like that.
Exactly, says the male guard. There's nothing to worry about.
Yes.
Maybe the advice should be keep away from each other.
Hey, like 2
Yes.
meters.
I'd say, I don't know what.
Kibwe, keep away.
Kibwe, yeah.
I thought you were doing
very
a
good.
sort of a popular disease thing at the moment.
Yes.
But, yeah.
No, not at all.
I thought
would
you were
never
going to suggest
reference that,
keeping 2
actually.
meters away from each other, perhaps. And,
Why,
no,
Fulton
no.
and Velda? To what do you reference?
Well, just
Well, you know, there was
not
that.
being up in someone's grill.
There was
Mr.
that popular
Mr.
flu
getting
that went
popular.
around. It
Was there,
called.
Fulton?
Aye. It was called sheep flu.
Really?
It was taken from as a sheep was infected.
Did somebody climb inside its anus and use its anus juice to
Yes.
cover himself as he ran through the fields, scaring nearby farmers?
Oh no! Do you think I've got sheep flu?
I don't
I
know
think
that
you
you don't
probably-
have it.
I think you
Probably
have
have
sheep flu. I think you are literally sheep flu.
Fulton runs off. Ah!
Fulton runs into the city. The rest of you kind of shrug and then follow him in through the gates. As you walk past, you see Fulton run off down the streets across large mud brick buildings towards a huge compound, a gated compound of a big building built in the kind of Avastani, like Taldan style. Very different to the kind of the other buildings there. As Fulton runs towards it, and stood next to it is a large pillar on which is a statue of a humanoid figure, a male humanoid figure with a raptor-like head, a dinosaur-like head, which just seems to stand up and look down upon the city. And as Fulton runs off into the city of Kibwe, and you follow him, that is where we leave it for tonight. Welcome to Kibwe Danger Club.
Kibwe.
Welcome to the jungle.
No, we've just left the jungle.
Goodbye to the jungle.
All right.
This week's episode was made possible by our patrons and especially our Dangerling of the Week, Veron. Yeah! Feel the vey. To get your name on the show, go to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast. Oh yeah!